Hi, I'm Kathy from Catalyst Fitness and Nutrition, and today I want to talk to you about protein and the benefits that it has for weight loss, especially for women. So it has been my experience that women don't eat enough protein. Studies have shown that women tend to underconsume protein, and I know for my clients that are starting to work with me, they are on the lower end of the protein range. So the benefits of protein are weight loss, it will increase your metabolism, and then there's a huge satiety factor with consuming a higher protein diet. So increasing your metabolism through protein, through the muscle building effects that it has, and also the muscle sparing effects that it has. And as we get older, we tend to lose muscle. So it's definitely important to make sure that you are getting in enough protein. So as far as weight loss goes, when you consume more protein has such a high satiety factor, it's going to make you feel full longer. And so that in turn is going to keep you satisfied and you will eat less calories overall. And this is going to lead to weight loss and also going to help you keep it off. So there's a study that showed that increasing protein to 25 to 30% of your total daily calories can burn as much as an extra 80 to 100 calories per day. So that's pretty great as far as weight loss goes. It does increase your metabolism because you're increasing muscle and also the thermic effect of food. So protein has the highest of all the macros, which means the thermic effect of food just basically means that it's going to take more energy to process and digest protein than any of the other macros. So that's why you are burning a little bit more calories when you consume more protein. There was also a study that showed it followed 12 women that increased their protein to 30% of their total calories over 12 weeks, and they lost 11 pounds on average just by increasing their protein. So it's very beneficial. It's something that I definitely focus on with my online clients. I want to make sure that they are bringing up their protein levels and that they're around 25 to 30% of their total calories. So how much? 25 to 30% of your total calories. As long as you know how many calories you need to lose weight, then you can figure out how many grams that is, or you can figure it out based on your body weight. So a general rule of thumb would be 0.7 to 1.1 grams per pound. I like to start in the lower range. 0.7 is a great starting point, and then you can increase your protein levels as you get used to eating more of that protein. So the next thing that we are going to discuss is how do you get that much protein? All right, so let's discuss protein sources. So there are leaner cuts of protein and then there's higher fats proteins. So when you are trying to increase your protein, definitely start with the leaner options first because the higher fat ones are going to have more calories. So if you can work in foods like skinless chicken breasts, tuna, which is one that I like a lot, any of the white fishes, scallops, shrimp, non-fat Greek yogurt, protein powder, like I like a whey protein or egg whites, things like that are going to be a little bit leaner, a little bit lower calorie, and when you are trying to focus on more protein, it can be a little bit challenging. So you definitely want to check out as many sources as you can. Higher fat sources are going to be things like beef, like steaks. Obviously, you can get a leaner beef, like a leaner ground beef, but the ribeyes and the sirloins, those are going to have a higher fat content. Some cuts of pork as well. Skin on chicken or turkey is going to be higher in fat and calories. Salmon is a fattier fish. You can also get protein from bacon and cheese, but it's also a higher fat source as well. And then eggs. I like whole eggs. I think that it's a complete protein. So I definitely want to have whole eggs. But if I'm going to have eggs for breakfast, I might just have 2 whole eggs and then 1 egg white. So you wouldn't necessarily have like 6 whole eggs. So, and then also nuts have a lot of protein, nuts and nut butters, but they're also high in fat. So you can have all of these foods. It's just if you are trying to lose weight, you would want to kind of limit those higher fat items or just have a little less. Maybe with a bacon or cheese, use it more as like a condiment than a protein source. So imagine you have 120 grams of protein to get in a day. The best way to do that, and this is what I have my clients focus on as well, is to break that up. So that is 40 grams of protein per meal. And when you think about it, it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. So I think dinner is the easiest one because we tend to have like chicken or some kind of a meat source. You can get 50 grams of protein from 8 ounces of like a poultry or beef. But also that's a lot of food. So for females, I find that if you can do 6 ounces for your meal, and then you can add in like some vegetables have protein. Rice has a little bit, also like green beans and pasta will have some protein as well. So when you have 6 ounces of protein, that's like around 37 grams of protein. By the time you get to adding the condiments in, you're usually up to about 40 grams. As far as lunch goes, I love tuna. I will add a little bit of bacon, like I said, for flavor, some cheese. 1 can of tuna has 29 grams of protein. You have to eat the whole can of tuna, but you can definitely bump up your protein there. And I love eggs in the morning. I have eggs with cheese, but I will also have some non-fat Greek yogurt and some protein powder in that as well. And that's like my pre-workout. So, and the particular yogurt that I like has 17 grams of protein, and the protein powder that I like has 26 grams of protein. So that's 42 grams of protein right there. So you just have to be a little bit creative and figure out the foods that you like. I don't do meal plans. I will obviously offer suggestions, but it's up to my clients to figure out what their protein sources are going to be, incorporating the foods that they love. So I would never tell somebody, hey, have, a can of tuna if they hate tuna. So it's not fun trying to just get the protein in for the sake of getting in protein. It should be something that you enjoy. It's very filling. It's going to keep you full longer. So this is what I recommend for protein sources. So if you have any questions, please send me a message. And if you would like to work one-on-one with me, send me a message. I will get back to you as soon as I can.